It is an honor for me to be here, co-chairing with my good friend Nasser Judah, Foreign Minister of Jordan, but co-chair of the Union for the Mediterranean together with the European Union. This ministerial that comes for the first time since 2008, a long time, and coincides with the 20th anniversary of the Barcelona process. There is not much to celebrate in these times. It's hard times, both for Europe and for the southern and eastern parts of the Mediterranean. Still, we are today here, 43 countries united. We share geography, we share history, we share most of all the same problems, and first and foremost, the issue of terrorism, radicalization, and a refugee crisis and the migratory flows that concerns us all, Europeans and our friends from the southern and the eastern shore of the Mediterranean. And we share the common priority we put on solving the crisis, the many crises that our region is facing, starting from the Syrian one, but also the Libyan and the Israelo-Palestinian one. We have common interests, and that's why it's so important, especially in these difficult times, to come together, united, because our unity is our strength. And it's also our realistic possibility to solve the many different and difficult challenges we have in front of us, jointly. You would be maybe surprised by knowing that not only the Mediterranean is at the center of the most turbulent events in these last months and years, but it's also the least integrated region in the world. I'm always shocked when I remember the numbers. If you think of trade, 90% in our region, 90% of trade happens within Europe, 9% between Europe and the southern shores of the Mediterranean, and only 1% across and within the Arab world, across the southern shore of the Mediterranean. This tells us that priority number one for our common work is to accelerate and make a better integration of the region. Regional economic development by regional projects to tie together the countries of the region, not only north, south and east, but also across our region, is the priority number one, because a better economic and regional cooperation and development is key to improve lives of our citizens on all sides of the region. And we know very well that this is also a key element for preventing and solving conflicts and crises and to tackle radicalization of our youth. We agreed, I think today, very clearly with the ministers of those 43 countries around the table, that a special focus of our common work has to be on our youth, on offering job opportunities, education opportunities, exchanges for our young people across the Mediterranean. Because it's through economic, social opportunities for our youth and through dialogue among our different societies that we have the real possibility to not only understand each other, but to build bridges for cooperation. It's, again, not only through our institutional unity that we will increase our strength, but it's also increasing the resilience of our societies and the unity of our societies and of our people, that we respond in the best possible way to the threat that terrorism poses to our societies everywhere, in Paris, as in Tunis, in Beirut, as in Egypt, or elsewhere in Europe. We are united in this, as well as we are united on all the political agenda we have. We are united working on a political solution on Syria. We are united trying to push for a meaningful resumption of peace talks between Israel and Palestine. We are united in hosting and protecting refugees and trying to manage the migratory flows. We are united in offering a future of peace for this region that is so beautiful and still so difficult in this moment. So a strong political message of unity from today, but also some very concrete projects on which the Union for the Mediterranean has been working over these years. The Secretary General will be more detailed on this, but it's not only political messages that bring us here today, it's also many different concrete projects for development at very local level in all our countries for, again, employment, education, women, human rights, and bringing opportunities for all our countries in the region, because only together we will face these difficult times and give to our region the beauty of politics that the beauty of its nature calls for. I thank you very much. I skipped in the beginning the thanks, which is a must, not only a formality, to not only the co-chair of the Union for the Mediterranean, Mr. Jude, but also our host, Minister Margallo, here today, and the Secretary General of the Union for the Mediterranean. I will pass immediately the floor to Minister Jude.